Good afternoon, morning, wherever you're listening to this. We are going to try something interesting today. Um, Being a Flames fan is going to be a little weird, but we are going to be doing a 5-year Edmonton Oilers franchise mode starting at the beginning of the season. This is going to be a realistic franchise mode as we're going to do what I think the Oilers should do. We want to get, and like, I'm going to say it's going to be 5 years. But if we have good success, then we'll keep it going. This is going to be all simulation. There's going to be no gameplay. More like a building team kind of video. Just trying to get my screen here. There we go. All right. All right. So we're going to start here. New franchise mode. And this is going to be exciting because Edmonton's has a very good team. Um, we might, let's do the expansion. I haven't created a team, so it might just be a blank team. Just gonna say Seattle NHL 32. So they're the Seattle NHL 32, which is the default name. Um, I have created the Seattle Kraken before, and I will be doing a franchise um, after I create them. So the GM is going to be McMuffin, which is what I call McDavid. McMuffin will call him Uncle McMuffin. Um, so here we go. Edmonton Oilers. Top players: McDavid, Draisaitl, and Darnell Nurse. Um, it's going to be a little bit more realistic. The overalls, EA is, I don't know what they're thinking. They have the Flames and Coyotes and Edmonton all at 87, and it got 84s for Sharks and Kings, 85 for Vancouver. The Golden Knights should be rated a lot higher, in my opinion. They should be at 90, but so we're going to turn owner mode off, fog of war off, player morale on, computer trades on, continue. And then I have a place set that I use, which doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be. If you do full sim, no. Injuries are going to be off because when we do the sim, like, it takes forever. Draft pick ownership is authentic, which means everybody has the same. We're going to make it hard. So you can't just trade, you know, two mediocre players and a first rounder to move up to first overall, which it's pretty easy to move up in the draft, even with the set to hard. It's going to be a realistic rebuild. Well, not a rebuild. The Edmonton Oilers are a good team this year. But we're going to do this video based on how we do as a team during the season. So if we are having a good year and we're at the deadline, we're gonna maybe try to re-sign Nugent Hopkins, try to re-sign Tyson Berry, try to re-sign Mike Smith. If we aren't doing well, then we will be trading our UFAs for draft picks and prospects to build this team. You see, 110 points for Leon Draisaitl, and what we want is for the Oilers. Okay, so we want to protect. Oh, we'd probably leave McDavid off, right? We're going to protect McDavid, Draisaitl. I'm going to switch this to forward so we can kind of see Nugent Hopkins and Yamamoto. And I'm trying to think of the rules here. It should show us. If we look at the bottom there, it says you can protect 7 forwards, 3D, or you can do 8 skaters. Okay, so we want to protect Nurse and Barry. Right now we have 3D. Clef Bomb. So we're going to have to do the 8 skaters. So we're leaving Larson exposed, Ethan Bear, Caleb Jones. Man, Edmonton's got some good young guys here. Let's see. I really want them to take James Neal or Zach Cassian because they got large contracts. Goalies. Who do we want to protect? I don't think they're going to take a goalie off us. I think they'll probably protect the 83 overall, 31-year-old. Koskins 31. Well, there, we're going to submit list. Let's see. So this is the upgraded. So basically they do a draft before the season of created simulated players because the draft that would have taken at this time, they're already on the team and they're part of the rosters and everything. So Ottawa has pick 1 and 3. They won the lottery. The Sharks have won the lottery, but they traded that pick in the, I believe that was the Erik Karlsson trade. Seattle gets the number 2 pick. Ottawa picks again. So Ottawa's going to be set up good here. Detroit loses the lottery, moves down to 4. I'm going to go through everybody. All right. And they take Zach Cassian off our team. That is shocking. I thought for sure they would have took Larson. Okay. I don't really want to do the draft interviews, so we're going to sim that. And just advance day here. Now we have the entry draft, which is, like I said, this is all created players. They're not real, but kind of see what kind of players we have here. Nikushkin, first overall, is a franchise left winger. That is really good for Ottawa. He's comparable to Milan Lucic, but he's going to become a franchise player. And when you see the potential medium, that means he's more than likely to become franchise, which is about a 91 to 96 overall potential, depending on how he does. So Ottawa's going to get 2 superstar forwards here. Now, if we see anybody that we want to trade up for, I like this guy at 11. He's got elite medium potential. He's 2 years away. might move up for him. So let's see. Oh, the perfect. The 10th pick is, if you see the little green thing there, that means the pick is on the trade block. Okay, so now so we're gonna move up 5 spots. I'm gonna try to get rid of James Neal contract. He must be a right winger. We're gonna include. They'd be over the salary cap. Okay, so 15th, and we have a prospect that we can give them. Tyler Benson, 78 overall, 22. He's got 1 year left. Top 6. Winnipeg might want him. Nope. Might have to include our second rounder. We don't have a second. What's going on with Edmonton here? 5, 6, and 7 in the first. That's all they got for 2020. Jeez. No second in 2021. Well, we're not going to have a second in 2022. There we go. Excuse me. All right, so we have about 10 million in salary cap. Let's see. He's an 80 overall franchise. Seattle team gets Sokolov. He's a 71 elite. So let's send to our pick. Hopefully our guy isn't gone. Looks like he's still there. I want to build up this defense. Top 4D. Oh, brutal. He was strong elite too. So that means our scouts are 100%. We got stem like 4 rounds because we have no picks. Okay, so let's see what the highest potential is. This goalie, I don't think he's going to be elite, but let's try. He's got starter potential. That's good. There was another goalie there. If he's still there, I'm going to take him. The Finnish. He's a Finnish goalie. He must be gone. Yep. Which guy looks the best? This guy looks pretty good. I'd like to get an elite goalie that we can build. He's got backup skills. Okay. All right. With our 7th rounder, well, you just try to get like a player that might play on the 4th line in a couple of years with this pick. The elite low. Let's take a chance. In top 9. That's kind of what we were hoping for there. Yeah, if I can make a trade, no, I can't make trades yet. We want James Neal out of here. He's our second highest right winger. Oh my god. How much money does it cost? 1.9 for 4 years. Yeah, too much. All right. Okay, because we did the expansion draft, it advances it a season. So actually, Nugent Hopkins and Tyson Barrie are UFAs. They both want to stay. We have 19 million in cap space. So I like to do this by position. Draisaitl at 8.5 is like the steal of the league. It sucks because I kind of wanted to trade him for. Can we do a 1 year deal so that we can trade it like we were gonna do? G. Haas, fourth line center. What do you want? That's not too bad. This RFA might. Yeah, good. We got a two-way deal. Let's do it 3 years. I apologize if I don't know these players, but I don't watch every Oiler game. Kyra doesn't want to resign, but we can qualify him. He brought a lot of these guys. They don't, when they play center, and you got a team with McDavid and Draisaitl and Hopkins, they don't want to resign because they're not getting ice time. Evan Shore, 25. We'll qualify you too. Pass, sorry, you're gone, buddy. Alan Quine, former Flame. He was good for us in my Flames mode, so he can be maybe the top center in the AHL. Let's go check out left wingers. Dominic Cahoon, only at 81. That's surprising. I'm not sure if we're gonna have Draisaitl and McDavid play together. I'd like to split them up, get more production. I think this guy's gonna be decent. Let's see the 3 year deal for $2 million. Tyler Ennis, no, you're gone. Benson, we were gonna trade this guy. Excuse me, guys. Who are these players? He's handsome. All right. We're just going to sign them because we need depth. Um, 63. Yeah. Two-way deal, though. Okay, so we're going to sim advance a day because I've done center and left wing, and we'll see who has resigned. Okay, Nugent Hopkins comes back on the 1 year contract, which is what I wanted at 7.5, which is kind of what he wants in real life. He wants 7 million. Um, and Dominic Cahoon takes the bridge deal. Looks like everybody has resigned, which is good. There we go. Check out right wingers. Tyler Yamamoto is a must sign for us. He's going to be, oh man, that's a high contract. Jason doesn't want an extension, so you're gone. Sorry, buddy. Um, Before I re-sign Yamamoto, I want to see how much cap we're gonna have once our D is set. Okay, Darnell Nurse, left bomb. Larson doesn't want an extension. I'd have to overpay to keep him. That's a good deal. I don't want 6 years though. About 4 years at 4.8. Extend it, advance a day here. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's uh let's do him 5.2 for 4 years because we did change the duration. Now he's mad and he doesn't want to sign with us. He wants to win now. He doesn't have confidence that we're gonna win. All right. If we lose him in free agency, we could still like get him. It'll just cost more. Okay, we're gonna give you a bridge contract here, Yamamoto. 4.25. What's the date? I don't want to go too far and then not be able to. There we go. Yamamoto's back. Well, Nurse, Clefbaum, Bear, Jones, Russell, and Bouchard could be our 60. And we'll qualify you. I don't want to pay you 1.7. This is our defenseman, I believe, that we just drafted. Excuse me. Okay, it's the last day, so we're not going to re-sign Mike Smith. We're going to go with Costin and Stalock as our NHL goalies. And we got Stuart Skinner and B. Wells as our AHL goalies. And then our two prospects is we got D. Rodriguez, the starter. So we don't have any elite in the system, which is a must. Okay, so we got 8 million in cap space and one B to choose from here. They're both top 4D. Barry has a higher overall. He's 1 year older, so he will regress quicker. Larson's more of a shutdown second pairing guy, so I'm gonna go with Barry. We're gonna have to overpay for him. 6 years, he'll be 34 when the contract's up. So we're gonna move it down to 4 years, but we're gonna give him 6 million. This is an overpay, but we want to keep him on the team. So hopefully there we go. He resigns, and we've lost Adam Larson in free agency, but this is still pretty good. So Nurse, Barry, Glefbaum, Bear, Jones, Russell, Bouchard as our seventh D. Um, I'm going to try to move Chris Russell so Bouchard can get in the lineup. And we'd like to move James Neal and see if somebody will take him off our hands so we'll have some money to spend because we need to upgrade our forwards. They have the fun trade option, which is kind of like put the guy on trade block, and then if anybody's interested, you can make a deal with them. No one's going to want James Neal. Yep. So we're going to have to sweeten the deal here. Like to trade a D man. But we can get a fifth and a seventh for Chris Russell, fourth and a seventh to Boston, two sixes, fifth and a seventh. Like the fourth and the seventh is okay. Now let's edit trade and we'll see if we can throw James Neal in here. Okay, see, we add in that contract and then he. Okay, so we're gonna put in our third rounder, sweeten the pot. There we go. James Neal has been traded to the Dallas Stars. Awesome. Now we have about 7 million extra in salaries cap. And I'll show you this. Darnell Nurse does not want an extension right now. He's got RFA status, so it's not like we're gonna lose him. But as of right now, this is the money he wants. He wants 2 years, 9.6. There's no way we're paying him that. Look at this. He wants 14 million over 8. So he's going to. He's not getting paid that money. There's no way. I'll pay him about 7.5 for 3 or 4 years. So we'll see what happens. There's no way I'm paying an 87 overall defenseman that kind of money when McDavid makes 12.5 and he's a 95. So let's take a look at our lines, potential lines here. So I foresee McDavid, Yamamoto, and Cahoon on the first line, and then maybe Draisaitl, Holy RV. So I'd like to get a second line forward. That's a little better than what we have here. Harris, these are like mostly fourth line guys, so and Nugent Hopkins could play wing on that second line as well to boost his overall. So when we decide to trade him or extend him, depending on how the team does. All right, so we're gonna go to free agents and see who's here. Taylor Hall. We have 8 million in cap space. He wants 8.3. Sometimes I don't understand these contracts. Alexander Ovechkin. I don't know if you watched my Flames rebuild, but we did sign Ovechkin, and it seemed odd because that would never happen. It was just something that I wanted to try. Um, Dougie Hamilton only wants 5.8. This is crazy. I think a smart move. You know what? We should do it. 1 year, 1 year. Let's do 7.9. Ovechkin, McDavid, and Draisaitl on the top line would just be unbelievable. um, so if we're giving him 7.9, we have no money for anybody else. We can see if we have any two-way goalies with better potential. This guy an RFA? Yeah, he's an RFA. Oh no, he's UFA. Let's we need another goalie prospect, so that's all we're gonna do. So Ovechkin has signed with the Edmonton Oilers. My biggest nightmare. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like in most of these franchise modes that I've done with different teams, Ovechkin doesn't re-sign with Washington very often. It's almost like they're going in another direction and they don't want to pay him. Um, I do, we do have some RFAs that were not signed, but they're accepting their qualifying offers, which is league minimum. So I think there's probably a couple guys here that won't be signed. Okay, so let's see what the assistant coach wants to do. So we have no chemistry. I'm just curious what this would do. It gives us a +1. Um, it's a good second line. We'll put Pulley RV on the top line, and we'll have Nugent Hopkins as our third line. center, or we can do this. There we go. See, if you see the +1, that means their overalls all go up +1 because of line chemistry. This guy is not a center. Kyle Terrace is, so we'll move him over. This fourth line is full of guys I don't even know. And our defense is Darnell Nurse and Tyson Berry, Ethan Mayer, Clefbaum, Jones, and Bouchard. Um, Power play, we're going to have Ovechkin play the left point. We're going to have Barry on the right point. Actually, no, we're going to have Draisaitl on the right point. We're going to have all forwards. Then McDavid's going to be on the right wing. Yamamoto on the left, and Nugent Hopkins is going to be the centerman. And his faceoffs aren't great, but I potentially see him. Yeah, that's a good power play. And then our second one's just going to be this kind of guys thrown in here. I'm going to put in Holy RV here. His shot isn't great according to the game. And we got to pick a new number. Ovechkin is going to be number 8. Penalty kill. And our goalies are Costin Stalock. Might need to upgrade our goaltenders during the season. So you go to set captain. This is how you change the numbers too. So we're gonna change Ovechkin to number 8 because look at all the retired numbers. Crazy. Kyle Turris can be number 12. McDavid, Draisaitl. We're gonna unassign the alternate for Nuge and Hopkins here because I like to have 2 forwards and a D man. We're gonna give Darnell Nurse an assistant captain. And Koskinen being number 19. This is so dumb. Same thing as Markstrom. Like pick a regular goalie number. Yeah, so weird. Benson and a third for a third and a fourth. No. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take these guys off, and this is the trade block that I want to use. I want Nugent Hopkins on here. He has 1 year left. I don't want to trade Darnell Nurse. Most of these guys I want to keep. If you look at this, they expect us to be a good team for the next 6 years because our first round picks are medium trade value. If you look at a team like Ottawa, those would be almost maxed out. So we're just gonna have our two 1 year guys on the block there. Like you'll still get trades for certain guys that were on there before. Slater Cook has agreed to his RFA qualification. Well, this should be interesting. Like we're gonna treat this exactly how it goes. I'm not gonna just try to win the Stanley Cup when we're a low grade team. And we're gonna simulate 1 month at a time, and then check out our record and where we're at. Opened the season with a 6-0 win versus the Red Wings. Beat the Jets 5-4 and the Islanders 6-3. So we're undefeated. And beat the Lightning. We're 4-0. The Knights, and we lose our first game of the year 4-7-1. Now we're on the losing streak, three straight. Home to Carolina and back on the winning side. Now at Columbus and then home, Boston home. So our first month, we 5-5, 500 team, no overtimes or anything. So we're gonna simulate November now. And once we get to January, I will back out of this and we'll go through the stats and see how everyone's doing on the team. 6-7-1. Okay. And now Chuchar Kara, he's like, okay, I'll play for you. Took him a while to accept his qualifying offer. He wanted that big contract. Now let's see. We got a interesting trade here. We got Evan Bouchard and Lavoie for Adam Pelech, Islanders third, and Scott Mayfield. So two defensemen and two draft picks. Adam Pelech, it says 0 years left, so that means he's an RFA that is qualified but hasn't signed it yet. Let's just take a look and see what his stats are. He might be a good addition to our team. 84 overall, 26 years old, top 4D. He fits in all defensive pairings, all penalty killing lines. This guy's pretty good. Evan Bouchard is also and he's a lot younger. He's a depth defenseman right now, but he has top four potential. It's pretty good. He's lacking in physical. So I'd rather not include him in that deal. But I kind of want that other guy, so let's see. How about Halfordson? Will we be over the league salary cap? All right, so we can't do it. All right, this year's draft class will be a good year for rookies. So that's saying there's some good prospects coming. Okay, so I usually turn this off, but so Nugent Hopkins is sorry that he's playing like shit. Um, McMuffin right now, I don't think I'm performing to the best of my abilities. I agree. Although you haven't been performing, I'm confident in your abilities and know that you'll get out of it. Let's do this and see if it turns around. Maybe you are right, but I'm not certain that I can snap out of this. So the conversation didn't work. He has lost 3 morale, but we're gonna trade him. So okay, so if we're gonna have all these conversations, I'm sure Drysaddle's playing fine. There we go. See, he's happy. I told him he's fine. It's like, okay, coach. And the St. Louis Blues have fired their coach, which we will be firing our coach if he doesn't continue. And we beat the Flames. Okay, so we're 12-9-3 going into December. Hopefully we can have a good month here. And we'll check out the draft class. Westgarth, eh? Like I said, I wanted to upgrade our D. This Brant Clark player, he's like in the actual scouting, I see this guy kind of being like, um, sorry, I'm spacing on his name right now, Colorado defenseman from Calgary. Oh man, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Um, he won the Rookie of the Year last year. You know who I'm talking about. Wonder if we could trade for him. 32 versus Edmonton. All right, it's Kale McCarr is his name. There we go. Oh, Colorado's having an okay season. Okay, so Kale McCarr, he has he just got an extension, 6 years, 6.9. Um, and they signed Dougie Hamilton. Fuck, we should have signed him. Hey, can we? Darnell Nurse doesn't want to resign with us. Nugent Hopkins and a prospect. One of these guys, Bouchard or Broberg. It's possible. We could. I'd like to get a superstar defenseman to go on this team. Like they have some decent defensemen, Clefbaum and Darnell Nurse and Tyson Berry, but no franchise changing defense. We just lost to Seattle. They don't even have a logo. So don't understand this. This would just be moving up in the third round. So we're not gonna make that trade. This is the same trade they offered us earlier, but we don't have the money to pay the, and we can't even sign him now because it's past December 1st. The way this team is going, I don't see them being a playoff team. Okay, so let's go. Actually, we are gonna check and see how we're doing. Sure, McDavid's leading. Yep, 42 points in 37 games. Same old Oilers. Ovechkin on that line. Look at Draisaitl. Yep, we gotta move them. We gotta pair them together. 8 goals is ridiculous. Hey, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna put him on the top right, top wing, and we're gonna put yeah. The Nugent Hopkins gonna center the second line. Draisaitl is with McDavid and Ovechkin now. Yeah, it's probably the top line in hockey. 92, 93s and a 95. So now we're gonna sim to couple days before the trade deadline. And this month is really gonna decide what we do at the deadline. I kind of wish we would either just lose or win so we can make a informed decision because I don't want to be giving up draft picks and prospects if we're not gonna make the playoffs. Right now we're 9 points back of third in our division, which you need to be top three. Skinner, you know, that's a dumb trade there, Ottawa. So I'm hoping that Nugent Hopkins would give us a second rounder and a player that we can use next year. But we are slowly, oh man, we're only 4 points back now, I believe. Okay, if you look, yeah, we're right there. Oh man, now I gotta make sure I make the right decision. And let's see how Drysaddle is done since he got moved up to the line. Look at that. He's 16 goals in like 11 games or something, or whatever we stopped simulating. Nugent Hopkins, he's 33 points in 61 games as a second liner is not good. We need to trade him. Okay, so we're going to look for the best package we can get. Well, he's not even. Wow, his value went all the way down. That sucks. Well, we're not trading him now because he's. Maybe if we do sign and trade. Oh, that. Oh man, that sucks so hard. Hey, he wants an extension. That's good. You know, we can get him cheaper now. Oh, yeah, look at that. 1 year, 5.5. We'll try this again next year. Darnell still doesn't want an extension. Ovechkin does. But we're not going to sign Ovechkin to an extension right now. Um, yeah, let's change this to all expired and see who's coming. Ovechkin. He hasn't gone up or down. He's still wants the same money. Let's move it down to 7.5. Nugent Hopkins we signed. These guys are RFAs, so I don't have to really worry about them. Yeah, Pulley not getting 4 million. Sorry, not happening. Not with like 10 goals. Well, his contract demands went down, but it still knows how to overpay. No, you know, if we qualify him and someone overshoots him, and we get a bunch of firsts, I would totally take the first. So we got some young D right here. All right. Um, I should trade Cal Turris. No, I don't want to offer you a contract extension because he's a UFA. Anaheim wants him. Let's see what we can get out of Anaheim. Any decent rookies. A. Anderson, top 4D. We'll give you Benson as well. Oh, a late draft pick as well. We have two fours, so how about a four? There we go. Axel Anderson, come on down to the team. I can't believe Nugent Hopkins. So we're going to advance to see if these guys have re-signed. Okay, we get them both. Conservative buyer because we're in the playoff hunt. So we got Forsberg, Ekholm, Spurgeon, Suter. So Minnesota and Nashville are selling. David Perron, which he did play for Edmonton at one point. Nazim Kadri, he'd be a good addition. Colton Parayko. They want a rookie top forward prospect, so Lavoie. Okay, will this get it done? No. You have to retain some salary. Not that much though. I know that's not gonna get done, so we're gonna offer them. Let's go third rounder in 2023, and we get him. Nice. Our country Fleury. What if we trade Koskinen? Wow, it doesn't even get the line moving. Yeah, I don't think we can afford that deal. Look at these former Oilers. 3 years left for Eberle. Can we bring Jordan Eberle back to the Oilers? For Philip Broberg? Will you retain salary? Still be over the salary cap. We'll probably for next year. All right. I think we'll just leave it as is. I don't want to trade our first rounder this year because I have a feeling that we could go on a streak and miss the playoffs. And honestly, in February there, we had a bunch of wins in a row. My plan was going to be to trade Nugent Hopkins, to trade um, Ovechkin for some prospects and draft picks. Okay, so the first trade was Kadri in a fifth to Colorado. Or, sorry, that's backwards. Colorado gets Ottawa's first. Wow, they must be a good team all of a sudden. Jared Spurgeon. It was a huge deal that he signed for a first round pick as well. So they just like kind of showed the two top ones. So now we're gonna change our lines after we added some players. Um, yeah, this the bottom six needs to be upgraded. There we go. I like it. Top Top six and the D is looking good. We're just gonna send the end of the season and see how we do. We need to extend Pareko and Darnell Nurse in the offseason because we did trade for Pareko. I'm not gonna let him go. Hopefully Nurse changes his mind and wants an extension. If not, we will qualify him. And he's losing morale for locker room interactions. That's awesome. We've won three in a row. No, we just lost to Montreal. Back to back here, Philly and Arizona. 3 out of 4 points. Hey, we're in fourth in the division right now. We're very close to making the playoffs here, and we have clinched a spot, which is good. That's a success. We have made the playoffs. We're going to check out the playoff tree here. First, we will check out our stats. Another 100-point season for McDavid. Ovechkin, Draisaitl. Draisaitl had a down year, but when he was on that second line, he wasn't doing anything. So I think the answer is to kind of pair them together. Ovechkin with 38 goals, 48 assists. Let's see if there's any surprises. Yamamoto with a 20-goal season. That's pretty good for him. 50 points for Barry. Puljujärvi, he's not becoming what you want him to be if you're an Edmonton fan. Bouchard had 8 points in 63 games, and then these guys came in. Once we switched the lines up, let's check out their goaltending stats. Koskinen played most of the games. He 23 and 24, and Stalock was 18 and 9. So I'm thinking that we're going to have Stalock as our starter in the playoffs. His numbers were a lot better: 919 save percentage, 236 goals against average. So let's definitely do that. This is last year's award, so we try to show the awards after the playoffs are over. Um, so let's. Koskinen did not play well. Well, Stalock is a starter. Nice. And I don't know if you saw that, but McDavid has moved up to a 97, which is awesome for us. Okay, we got to make a big move in the off season here. And we play the San Jose Sharks, so they must have won the division. Yeah, they won the Pacific, and we are the underdog. So let's play the first two games in San Jose, see how it goes. We was 5-1, and we won 3-2, so we get the split. Back in Edmonton, we win game three and lose game four, so we are tied. Um, I like to do game five. We like to sim in game, so we can kind of see how it goes. Do 8 times and then just watch as we go. We have a power play. Don't do anything with it. Another power play. Nothing happening yet. Sharks score. Gregor. Never heard of him. And we tie at McDavid. And Nugent Hopkins. Love to see that. Now, second period. Nugent Hopkins, another goal. Nice. And Sharks answer back with a power play goal. Here we go. Nothing happening here. All the Sharks tied up. 3-3. Lots of shots here, only for 2 periods. And off to the third we go. 3-3. So you can take a lead in the series here. Nothing's happening yet. Oh, Sharks score. And we tie it up. Ovechkin. Sharks get a late power play. Now we're going into overtime. This is stressful. And the Sharks win in 30 seconds. Brutal. 3 stars are Gregor, Leonard, and Ovechkin. Never heard of the Sharks players. Okay, so now we're going home for game 6. Must win. We're going to sim through it and see how we do. And we win it overtime. Beautiful. Game 7. Here we go again. We're going to kind of sim quickly. Edmonton's up 1-0. And Sharks have tied it. And let's do the third period here. Come on, Edmonton. You need this. Game 7. On the road. Up 2-1. Take it home. Let's get an insurance goal. Come on, guys. The whole power play for the Sharks. And they tie it. Eric Carlson. Breaking our hearts. Okay, game 7, overtime. All right, here we go. And the Oilers, Darnell Nurse, in overtime, have advanced to round 2. I love it. Good job. In our first season, we have advanced to the second round, where it looks like we'll play the Ducks or the Knights. And the Ducks win game 7 as well, so no rest. And we have split first 2 games. See how we do at home. We win, and we lose game 4. Same thing. We're not going to go into these games until elimination may occur. We win game 5, 3-2. Oh, another game 7 in Anaheim. Can we have the same success that we had in San Jose? 5-on-3 power play for Anaheim. What's going on with the reffing in this game? 2-0 Anaheim. Come on, ref. What are you doing? Okay, we're going to sim this period, and we're going to sim the third. Okay. So now we need 2 goals. We're 2-0 Anaheim. Come on, Rivers. What are you doing? This might be the end of the road for this season for us. Not getting much chances. We got a power play. Didn't do anything with it. And looks like it's over. Oh, we have scored, but can't get it done. So the Ducks have won a series. Our leader in playoff points is Ovechkin, 16 points, 10 goals. It's a pretty solid playoff. Let's see. We get to the second round, so we're probably picking around the 23 range. Let's see who we got. This guy. Zach Dean, Moses, kind of like him. Do we see anybody we like in the higher range that we might want to move up for? This was that Brant Clark guy that I was kind of gushing about. These are the top two players. He's not even NHL ready, and he's second. Can we get up to 4 to take Brant Clark? Is he available? Is he ready now? No, he's 2 years away, so I'm not gonna trade up for a guy like that. We have Columbus winning the lottery, moving up one spot. St. Louis moving down the 4 spots. Rangers, biggest mover, they move from 9 to 3. Canadian teams, Vancouver, number 5. Calgary, number 8. Let's see. Hopefully, Ovechkin doesn't retire. Patrick Marleau with the Blues. He finished his career on the worst team in the NHL. All these free agency guys that have retired officially. A couple of goalies. Justin Pogge. Remember him on the Hitman? That's a good mustache, buddy. All right. We can hire Patrick Marleau as a coach. That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that. We might keep our current coaching staff getting to game 7 of round 2 as a wild card team, which is pretty decent. Well, the New York Rangers and the Blues both have their picks here. Just curious. That's a lot of value to move up. Can we move up? Oh, we picked 17th. 17th and Nugent Hopkins for 4th overall. Too too much to move up that much. Edmonton making a trade with Calgary. Probably wouldn't happen. Listen to our pick. Let's see. I think a trade down scenario might be happening here. Hey, Ratty, this guy is an elite player. It takes him a while to get into the NHL. So, so he's at the 22 spot. Let's see if we can trade down with the Leafs. Maybe get another first. Sometimes I'll go for it. No. Bring in Alex Kerfoot in. They're not really interested in our package here that we gave them. Um, Maybe a future second rounder. Hmm. Can we get our second round this year? Nope. It's, it's quite a move up. I need to get something. Maybe a second next year. Oh, okay. Well, screw you, Toronto. How about Vegas? Brutal. Give you my fourth and a future third. There we go. We move back with the Knights. Let's see if they take that Rose, and Minnesota will probably take Ratty. Wow, they didn't take him. As we still could get him. No, Ratty goes to the Red Wings, 19th. And I believe our defenseman should still be here. This guy's also here. Let's see. Hopefully his potential is decent. Top 4D, medium. That's good. Okay, now this is the pick we got by trading down with the Knights. Let's see if we can get our elite goalie. I just hope his potential is elite. That's starter. Damn. Vancouver wants to give us an expiring contract and a fifth for our sixth rounder. We're gonna take that deal. So you get an extra draft pick, and I believe that guy is 1 year left. So as long as they didn't re-sign him, okay. So you got another potential lead here. Yeah, man, we're having bad luck with the goalies. We're just sim the rest of this draft. Maybe the computer can find a gym. See Doran. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna sim to free agency, and then we're gonna end this video. It's gonna be Edmonton Oilers franchise episode 1, where we got to the second round, game 7, which is I call a success. Like we want to get McDavid his cup. We're gonna try our best to get him his cup. See, this is why our scouting is awful because we don't have anybody good. So we're gonna do some hiring here, and this is gonna be interesting to see what's going on. Now, see, Darnell Nurse does want an extension, which is awesome. 8.8 is no, I don't like that. We're gonna qualify him. And Pareko, that's kind of what I was hoping he'd want. Can we do 5 million over 4 years? Um, I usually like to go by position, so we'll do that. Nugent Hopkins, he's on a pretty good contract. And this Marody guy has upgraded to 80 overall, which is good. He's going to be our fourth line center. Um, see what you want. No, we need to upgrade our fourth line. So we'll do that in free agency. Ovechkin actually moved up overall. This is the guy we got from Vancouver. He'd be okay on the fourth line, but I don't want to pay him that kind of money. If we can get him for 1 million 1 year, we'll do it. All right, let's sim and see. Colton Parayko. Okay, he wants a little bit more money, which we can do. Okay, Russell wants more. So you're gone. Sorry. Pugliarvi is RFA. What does he want? See, he wanted like 4.9 before. Give you a 5 year deal for 2 million. Because he can move into a high overall there. These guys are going to be playing in the minors, so maybe some two-way deals. Another young guy here. Adam Cracknell. 35-year-old. You can be the captain of the Bakersfield, whatever. This is a pretty good top four. So we want to bring back Colton Parayko. 2.5. Let's just give him what he wants. 4 years, 5.3. We got Ethan Bear and Jones as RFAs. Slater Cook is we're not gonna bring you back because you didn't play. Let's advance and see. Lee Harvey's back. Parayko's back. Cracknell. Seth Griffith is there's too many players at his position. He doesn't want to come back, which is fine. We have 17 million in cap space. Looks like we have 3 defensemen to sign. That's a little too much for him. There we go. We get 5 years, 1.8. I could see him becoming a decent player for us. We're gonna qualify Ethan Bear. Hopefully we can get him cheaper. And if someone offers him, we'll get some compensation. We're gonna let you walk. We'll qualify you. Wow, our goaltenders are all UFAs. Do we want to sign someone instead? Well, Stalock played good for us. Let's do 1 year, 1.4. Koskinen, you are gone. Worst case scenario, we can have Skinner and Stalock as our goalies in the NHL. He wants basically the same contract. I don't want to pay you that much. Crazy. How much for 8 years? 5.5. There we go. We got Ethan Bear on a long-term deal. I feel like he's going to be a good defenseman for us. We have 11 million cap space left. Um, these guys we don't care about. We just have Darnell Nurse to sign, so we're going to let him test free agency, and then we will match. But if someone offers him a big contract and we can get a couple of first-round picks, then I am going to accept that. Might not be a popular decision with Oiler fans, but I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to get you Stanley Cups. Now we'll let the computer hire coaches, and we're gonna. Okay, so we need lots of scouts. So we're gonna start with Canada. We only have 800,000. And I think if we fire some of our pro scouts, then we can. There we go. Get Canada covered. You should have at least two in every region. I'm just curious what they have in goalies. See, this guy's an 88. He wants 12 million, so maybe 8 for nurses is a good price. Who's interested in them? No, it's us. We're the team interested in them. Johnny Kitcher. Oh man, that would be interesting. Oh, there's 6 teams interested. New Jersey, New York, Philly. That's kind of cool how they have it all. Yeah, I can't afford them. Sean Couturier, man, there's some good players in this free agency class. See what goalies we got: Fleury, Darcy Kemper, Henrik Lundqvist. What? Well, if we're gonna bring back Nurse, I don't think we can afford anybody here. These are the scouts that we have hired accepting our deals. Broberg to Seattle. No. Chalmerson. No. Sorry, I got distracted there. I'm surprised no one has tried to offer sheet Darnell Nurse. Now, if we can get him back with the qualifying price, I'm not sure Mark Giordano is on the Red Wings now. And Calgary's going in a completely different direction. They've Johnny Gaudreau is gone, unless they re-signed him. Philip Berglund has come back, accepting a qualifying offer. Usually, if you get through the summer, you can re-sign that defenseman or whoever it is to a pretty good team-friendly contract. It's usually a lot lower. So two prospects for two third-round picks. I don't know the prospects off the top of my head. They're saying, "Hey, have you checked with Darnell Nurse? He still wants a contract." I'm like, Mark Giordano, 1 year left. So that's the original deal. So Calgary traded him. Not like he signed there. That's what he makes. He accepted the qualifying offer. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, I gotta go see how much that is. It's gonna be like, I can't believe he accepted that. That's hilarious. Okay, we're not messing around this year. This is the top line. Bully RV. See, Yamamoto. If you put them in the right position, they seem to play better. This Cooper Marody is our third line center. Archibald, Cahoon, Nygaard, Klein, and Russell. I gotta see what his contract is. 1 year is 5.6. That's pretty good. He's betting on himself because I think he's a UFA now for next year. Jones and Bear. Our defense is good. Stalock, let's see if he can continue his success that he had last year. I think I might sign a backup goalie that's a little bit better. We don't have to change the numbers because we didn't really sign anybody. Um, what am I doing here? Free agents. Well, Braden Point is a restricted free agent. Just curious. What do we have to give up? We don't have the compensation. What's the compensation for 5.8 million? I need to find this out. He is a superstar. If we can get him for offer sheet compensation, let's see what 5.8 is. This year's first and third round picks. Damn, that's so we don't have our third round pick done this year. We gotta get it back because I think I'm gonna offer sheet Tampa. So we don't have our If we can give up our fourth and fifth, I'm just trying to remember who would have Edmonton's third. I have to kind of go through the teams here. Is it Calgary? No. Remember they got a third from somebody for in the Lucic trade. Couple thirds there. Sorry, I just had to go through this and see who has it. Because it can't just be at third; it has to be your own. And that's pretty hard to pass up. What is going on? What is on earth? Have 5 second round picks. They just sell everybody. It's gonna be like the last team I picked. 3/3 for Ottawa. This is why I would like to do this live so you guys could comment and tell me what team it is. Seattle, no. St. Louis, no. Tampa, no. There it is. Vegas has it. So we're gonna trade a fourth and a fifth for the third back, and we get it back. There we go. Now, can we? Now, they might try to um, match it. Let's take a look at Tampa's salary cap space. They have no space. They got like 1.5 million. Who could they trade? Maybe like this guy, Tyler Johnson, or Murphy. I don't know how smart the AI is with GMs if they'll actually let go in their team and trade guys away so they can resign. Let's see. We offered him about we're offering him about 300K more than what he was asking for, so he's decided to accept our offer. Tampa has the ability to um, like match the offer, but they'd have to clear about 4.5 million. So let's see. Your offer sheet has been resolved. Tampa Bay Lightning have chosen not to match your offer. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so as long as we don't have a bad year, this is a really good deal for us. We get a top six forward. Okay, so we're gonna switch this up a little bit. We're gonna put Braden Point. Um, let's figure out which guy we're. I don't know where to put him. Let's do best lines and see. Oh wow. Oh, I know why. He's in the AHL. Right, just gotta move him. He should be in the system right here. So we just have to Okay, so we have to move a guy down. He's gonna go on the wing, so let's move this guy. Um, there we go. And welcome our newest player, Braden Point. This is a scary top six now, and our third line is a lot better now. Cahoon and Puliarvi. I'm just curious about this guy. He's he's okay. Got some skills. Faceoff's not very good. I think he's more of a defensive forward, so where we have him is a good spot. There we go. Like we went in to find a backup goalie, and we ended up making a move for. You know, if you look at the expiring, Braden Point will be an RFA next year too, so we don't have to worry about him leaving after 1 year. Depending on the season, which we definitely want to have a good season because we just gave up our first and third, and we don't have a second, so we don't have any preps. But if our season is going south, we will trade Ovechkin, Nugent Hopkins. The Darnell Nurse accepted it because he is UFA status next year, so we're gonna have to extend him. Oscar Clefbaum is available now for an extension. Can we get you at 4.8? Hopefully. Richard, Tigard. All right, so we're gonna end this video now. It was a pretty successful first year as GM of the Edmonton Oilers. We got to the second round, Game 7, and we have definitely upgraded this team. The only thing that I'm concerned about is goaltending. So we may try to move one of our prospects and our current roster players for an 87 or 88 goaltender to solidify. I I'm a little upset that I didn't sign Lundqvist. He was there as an 86 for 3 million, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching episode 1 of the Edmonton Oilers franchise mode, and I'd like to hopefully get episode 2 out, which will be probably season 2 and 3, but I'm not 100% sure yet when I'll be able to do that. But this should be out on the, well, doesn't matter when it's out because you're watching it, so you'll know when it's out. So I'm just going to turn video on here. Leave a like and a comment on this on the YouTube page, and we look forward to doing more of these. Like I said, I got some good friends that cheer for certain teams, and I'm gonna be doing rebuilds with those teams in different sports. We got Madden and NHL. Um, my internet speed is not great, so I can't really do much of the gameplay videos. but we can do these rebuilds and simulations of real life NHL situations and stuff like that. So looking forward to doing the next season, and thanks for watching.